Now let's talk over all of the different buttons and things and switches that you will find on the TP22. Before we move ahead, let's remove the magazine. How do you do that? You press this button and that is the magazine release. So simply push on it and the magazine will fall out. This one is also reversible. You will see in the disassembly video and assembly video that you can actually take it out and you can put it on the side. If you are left-handed, you might want to do that. Since the gun is now 100% safe because we have no source of power, we can walk through the things from the tip all the way to the back, and we will start in the front. If we flip it around and we start unscrewing, we will reveal a 14mm counterclockwise thread with the protector that is made of plastic. This one will allow you to attach different muzzle devices like tracer units, suppressors, muzzle brake, compensators. Anything that uses 14mm counterclockwise thread will fit on there, which is 99% of the airsoft stuff anyway. Now let's put it quickly back in place and we can move on to the next thing, and that is the Picatinny rail on the bottom. Here we see two slots, typical Picatinny rail that will allow you to attach, let's say, lasers, flashlights, anything that goes on a Picatinny, you can put it here. The most used case is probably for flashlights / laser combos. I don't recommend lasers for airsoft because you can actually point at somebody in the eyes. Not nice, but flashlight definitely a great accessory for the TP22. Now the next thing that we will find is fiber optic front side and also fiber optic rear side. If we look at it from the bottom, you will see that the dots are very nice and bright, visible. Here we have a lot of light going in there, so they don't look that bright compared to the rest, but when I point at something dark, it's very easy to recognize the sides. The next thing is in the middle. That is quite prominent on this pistol, and that is the red dot plate. Like I said in the intro, here we have the inserts that you can put here that will allow you to mount different style of red dots. On the NOVRITSCH website, you know exactly what is compatible. You have a couple of options to choose from, but if you already have a red dot that you could potentially put on there, make sure to try all the different sizes. They are double-sided. Put them there, try the red dot on, and you might be able to put it on. It's pretty universal. We see a bunch of different holes. We also have the screws that go with it, so try what you have at home. Here in the back, you will see that there is a hop-up adjustment wheel right here that allows me to adjust the hop-up. If I turn towards myself, I'm adding hop-up, so the BB will fly a little bit more up and will drop in the distance. If you decrease the hop-up, you are lowering the trajectory, and it will drop sooner. What you need to do before you start playing, you just shoot a couple of times, you see if you need to go up or down with the BB, and you adjust it with the wheel right here. It's very accessible, very nice, you don't need to take off the slide. A definitely good feature to have on the TP22, easily accessible. Now the slide release is right here. You can release the slide from this side. You can also lock it back, and the same goes for this side. It's an ambidextrous design, so you can easily do that from both sides. Trigger, right here, pretty self-explanatory. You just pull the trigger, and it will fire if there is BBs and magazine inside. Takedown lever is right here. We just grab it with 2 fingers from 2 sides. You have to fire the gun, so the hammer should be forward, and now I can pull it down, go forward and away. That allows us to disassemble, potentially clean the pistol, do something on the inside. More on that in the disassembly / assembly / maintenance and so on. All right, to lock it, you saw what I just did. You just place it, you reverse the steps, and you lock it in place. The next thing that we should look at is the safety. Here we have the safety switch that disconnects the trigger. So right now when the safety is up, again ambidextrous on both sides, if it's up, you cannot fire the pistol. I can rack it and I can show you nothing happens. If I push it down, now I'm able to fire. Safety is there, use it. It's a great thing to have and learn how to use it, because it will make you a safer person to be around, because this is still a gun and we should treat it as such. Next thing is the switch. The lower position is semi-only, so 1 shot per trigger pull. If I put it on top, that's full auto mode on the non-German variant. Unfortunately, in Germany, this is non-functional. You can flip it however you want. If you have the F-marked version, this will be semi-only. We are pretty much done with everything, but one thing you might be wondering about is the hole in the back. That comes from the real steel variant, and that is a firing pin indicator. In this system, we don't have a firing pin. The hole is there for realism. There is not much you can do with this hole. It's just there to replicate the real firearm. Last but not least, here we have a lanyard hook, which you can remove by removing this screw. You can take it out if you don't want to use it, but there is also no reason not to have it there. If you have a magazine that might, not be able to go in all the way because this is in the way, you can simply remove the screw, take it out, and that's pretty much it. Now, when it comes to the magazine, couple of things you should know. Here is the release valve. So the mechanism pushes here and that releases the gas into the system and the pistol will shoot. Here we have the follower that you can pull down to load BBs. How do you do that? I will show you exactly in the video in which we will actually shoot the replica, but so that you know, this is the follower. And if you want to take out the base plate, you can do so by pushing this pin in, and that will allow you to remove it. Now you will see that to fill the magazine, we have an inlet valve here, which is located on the back side, but you can also remove this screw right here, and you can actually reverse this. If you are already used to filling from the bottom, you can absolutely do that with the system. You just flip it around. If you are doing HPA, if you are HPA guy, you can leave this one in, take out this screw and put HPA tab in there, and that will allow you to use HPA, but that is beyond the scope of this video. If you are already on HPA, you are probably not watching this video because you already know everything. All right, that's pretty much it. That's everything you need to know about this pistol externally. Now we will move on to the next video.